Yeah, next guy up, we're a really talented team. We always miss having KJ out there, and he's a great player, and we love playing with him. But, you just find out who's going to step up and make plays and ultimately come together as a team through whatever he's battling.
Coach instilled that next man up mentality with us every day in practice, making sure we're ready to go, everybody ready to go. And it was one of those days today.
Ben, when did you know you were kind of in the zone or feeling it there in the first half? When did you? Was that before the game you knew it was going, or what?
I've kind of had a stretch here where I'm starting to get a rhythm and feel confident about a lot of things, and I think I hit that first three and then scored around the rim, and something that I kind of talk about is scoring around the rim takes a lot of pressure off of your three-pointers, and once you start to find some rhythm in the paint, you start to get going, and I just felt confident to go in, and I think I had the green light to be aggressive.
For both of you guys, you made it tough for teams to score at the rim, and tonight was another example of that. What do you see as the emphasis there for you guys in terms of that being a strength, and how are you executing to where teams aren't getting easy baskets in the paint?
We know the scouting report. We make sure we locked in, everybody on the same page, helping each other out when somebody make a mistake. And being like that, we know we got support behind us, so that'll allow everyone to be aggressive, because we know if we make a mistake, somebody's going to step up and help us.
Morez, what was that like for you? You've been committed here for 4 years or whatever it was, and to have that kind of game in a Big Ten game at home, what was the feelings like with that?
It's a surreal moment. I've been committed since my sophomore year, so it feels great to get one of those games under my belt, and I'm excited.
And you went on a heater tonight, but I want to get your thoughts on you just playing off the bounce a little bit more lately.
Yeah, just that's something that a whole bunch of coaches and I have continued to work on. I think even just improving your ball handling helps with your three-point shooting ability, and so recently we've been kind of fine-tuning some of those abilities, and then something like tonight where you just you kind of got to go and you need some of that, and so it's a blessing to have worked on it and just stayed ready.
Morez, what's been your process in adjusting to your role here, and what's been kind of unlocked as you've settled in a little bit?
My role here is a little different from high school, so I've been just keeping my head down, being said, never getting too high, never getting too low, chopping wood and carrying water every day. I know it's a process. Things will go good, things will go bad. I'm just making sure I'm ready when the time comes.
Ben, Coach Underwood talked to us yesterday about when you're very on a run, to kind of put your foot through the floorboard and build that. What did you guys do tonight to, take a 24-point lead at halftime, win by, bad math, but as many as you did?
Yeah, it's definitely something that we had talked about this week after Washington. It was a big emphasis that we need to play a full 40-minute game, and once we get the lead going, and once we start getting ahead, that's something that we need to keep going and keep pushing in order to push that lead to ultimately bury our opponents. And we gotta play a real 40-minute game.
Kind of following up on that, 30-point win over the number 9 team in the country, great win over Penn State, 30 and 40 points. Are you guys even surprised about how dominant you guys have been?
This team really prides itself in our defensive abilities, and like you saw tonight, when we really guard, we have the ability to get out and transition, and our offense really thrives on our defensive abilities. We've known this team has a really, really high ceiling, and it's a team that's floor is just continuing to raise. And so I think that maybe tonight is a great example of the direction we're headed, and I like the momentum we're moving with.
Ben is a vet. What stands out to you about what Morez is bringing as a freshman, and what does he add to your team?
Tenacity and a whole bunch of toughness. This kid plays really hard. This kid shows up every day. Something about Morez. I actually told Tommy this on the bench today. I said, you guys make each other great. These kids battle every day at practice, and it's something Tommy as a sophomore, Morez as a freshman, I'm really proud of, is that they show up every day and push each other to make each other great.
And season high rebounds for you. How much of a focus was that, just being aggressive off the ball as well during this game?
Yeah, absolutely. KJ brings a great rebounding ability, and when I just think about ways to continue to help this team, rebounding is something that I obviously didn't. The numbers weren't super high at the beginning of the year. Tonight, it's something that I'm just continuing to work on, being being an avid rebounder, being very aggressive with rebounds. That's not something anybody's ever going to be selfish with. Going to just make plays and make winning plays.
Morez, how do you and Tommy make each other better over the course of this season?
We hold each other accountable. We never let each other take a day off. We always pushing, like applying pressure to each other every day in practice, pushing each other, motivating each other, picking each other up, and being brothers on and off the court, and motivate each other to do better.
Morez, your second jump, that's something from high school and just, from your previous years, you just done a really good job at. But what's improved in that area since you've been here in Illinois?
Coach Fletch, I always had the second pop, but it was never as explosive as my first one. And I've been working with Coach Fletch and he's getting it there. And my second pop is like explosive like my first one.
Ben, you talked about, you guys are about, next man up with KJ not playing, but what did Kylan do to, with the ball in his hands, a lot tonight to kind of just direct the offense the way he did?
Yeah, Kylan's phenomenal, and I love watching Kylan on both sides of the basketball. The way that he's able to pressure the opponent, his on-ball defense is incredible. His leadership. Tonight he has maybe a little more pressure with the ball in his hands, and he made winning plays and did a great job with their hard hedge, being able to deliver plays and get us into the next action. And I mean, he's terrific, continuing to grow and do great things.
We'll finish with this one. Yeah, Coach.
Whereas obviously you attack the glass, and that's where a lot of your offense comes from. But there were a couple of one dribble kind of finishes. Is that a sign of confidence for you, or is that another area of your game that you feel you can show moving forward?
Yeah, I definitely work on it every day with Coach Jeff. So I'm glad it's showing, and yeah, it's gonna help me move on, keep me confident, help me move on to the next game. I'm developing.
Okay.